Hey guys, this is Natavia with Why Be Confused, and this is another episode of the Break series. Oh my god. This is all about breaks and burnout prevention. So, I am a burnout prevention and recovery coach. I've been talking about breaks this whole series. You're probably like, what does this have to do with burnout? And I'm like, everything. Okay, so one, frequent breaks make it more difficult to get overwhelmed. You leave space for your humanity. You can be more realistic about your productivity capacity, and it stops you from going crazy. So let's take this from the top. That it becomes more difficult to get overwhelmed when you take breaks. You get overwhelmed when you have piles of stress and anxiety on you at once. Taking a break shakes all of that stuff off, right? So literally when you come back from a break, you have to you choose to pick things back up, or you choose what you're going to pick back up right now. So it is a lot more difficult to burn out when you are taking frequent breaks, because that stress doesn't sit on you. You're constantly shaking it off. So yeah, that's why I'm always like emphasizing taking breaks and how you schedule things and what you put on you, because that is so important to burnout prevention. And we are in the business of prevention. While I do help with recovery as well, prevention is key. Like, we don't want to even get there. Let's not even play these games. You leave space for your humanity. And I've talked about this before. Y'all know how I feel about society. And we are expected to work like robots, but have the compassion of humans. And that's not realistic. And I know taking frequent breaks, it allows for you to be human. One, you are taking breaks and doing the types of breaks that you need based off your emotions. It is all about your feelings. And so when you are keeping your humanity in mind with this stuff, it is harder for you to get burnt out. When you can understand that, hey, today I'm going to batch a whole bunch of videos for my company, which means yesterday I did nothing. I chilled out, I watched a TV show, and tomorrow I'm doing nothing because I did a lot today. When you can acknowledge that and you can plan like based off of your emotions and energy and things of that sort, it is a lot harder to burn out. If I decided I'm going to do this all today, and then tomorrow I'm going to put another pile of stuff on me, and then yesterday I also did a whole nother pile of stuff, you guys would get up. Hey guys, it's Natavia with Why Beacon. You guys would not get me. You wouldn't get this energy. All the things I'm talking about, I would like go blank. I would forget things. It wouldn't work well. So when you plan and leave space for your humanity, you are working towards burnout prevention. You can be more realistic about your productivity and capacity. Okay, so I'm going to be 100% transparent. Why Be Confused has a lot of ideas. We have a lot of things that we want to do. And we learned the hard way that we don't have the manpower for it all. And that's because both myself and my team got overwhelmed. We all just kind of started to like slowly start avoiding stuff because it is coming too stressful. We had to recognize that. And then I went in and was like, okay, we're not doing that this year. We're not doing this year. We're only going to do X, Y, and Z this year. And that's all we're going to focus on. Okay, now that we've decided that, let's look at the deadlines for X, Y, and Z. Nope, we're expanding all these deadlines out. Like, we're doing all this stuff. So we as a team learned what our productivity capacity was. And we were very realistic about it because we were putting in the breaks, right? We were putting in the breaks. We have hibernation, which means 3 months out of the year, we don't run. Don't call us. We not here. Why Be Confused is on vacation for 3 months out of the year. So that means those 3 months, that's 3 months of productivity that we are not going to have, which means our goals have to reflect missing out on 3 months worth of productivity. And when I say our goals, I mean our goal deadlines, right? We're going to still come out with all the products that we want. They won't happen back to back in the way that we originally wanted them to. They won't happen within the next 2 years because we want to plan for our breaks. We want to have these things happen. So our goals are the same, but our deadlines for our goals have changed based off of the realistic capacity of our productivity. And when you're doing this for yourself, you constantly have to evaluate, right? And when you watch upon yourself, I talk about reevaluating your goals. In the boundary series, I talk about reevaluating your boundaries. That's because there isn't one size fits all. You have to see what works best for you. And especially with Why Be Confused, since we are a team, we have to figure out what works best for us. And we recently called in extra support for that. Because while we all understand burnout prevention, it also helps to have an extra pair of eyeballs who's on the outside who can look in on it. So be very realistic about your productivity, and taking those breaks makes that realistic. When you're not taking your breaks, you have this magic thought in your head that you can get something done every day. No. But when you have your breaks scheduled in, I won't be available that week. I won't be available that week. So I need to adjust the deadlines and expectations of these things because of that. Sorry, my forehead just got itchy. That's weird. And then it stopped you from going crazy. I told you, the whole Why Be Confused team, we were just like, for a second. And if we didn't stop and reevaluate what was making us all go, we would have tore each other to shreds. Because you got to think about it. We're all human. So as we're all going, anytime someone's like, hey, can you do this? Or I need you to review this. It's just like, stop talking to me. Right? And we would have tore each other to shreds. We would have all individually gone crazy. It would have been a whole hot mess. So taking those breaks and doing that reevaluation definitely helps with your sanity. Because I talked about one of the girls, she has taken a month off. Her month off is almost over, but I can already see her like stepping back into Why Be Confused because she's re-energized. She's feeling so much better. So we went in, we changed our deadlines, we adjusted things based off of the needs of our team. And everybody is like firecracker right now. We're just like, yes, let's get it, let's go. So, when I say like these breaks, one, you walk away from the problem so you can come back with a better solution. And we were able to do that because I'm sure when she's walking her way, I'm sure when she comes in, she's going to be like, okay, I noticed this. Can we fix this? Can we change the way we do this? And we're going to move with her because she walked away and she came back, and it's going to make all of us better. And it maintains your sanity. I promise you. So while I am a burnout prevention and recovery coach, I am not perfect, and none of us are perfect. And we can always overestimate our productivity levels. Always overestimate our productivity levels. It is okay to adjust. And having these breaks reminds us of our humanity, reminds us of what's realistic. And when we fit these things in, burnout prevention becomes like great. I am so glad that we are a team who is very informed about burnout because we were able to catch all of this before we burnt out. Very grateful. Very grateful because it would have crashed and burned if we didn't. All right, guys. So the next and last episode of this series is negotiating for breaks and time off. I'm getting like a little sad. I mean, it's only been a few hours for me because I've been sitting here recording, but for you guys, it's been weeks. And like, I want to keep giving weeks of content. but it's okay. It's okay. Maybe we can revamp the series sometime from now when you guys have more questions and stuff in the comments. So like this video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you love our content, and hit the notification bell if you just can't wait for the next episode. I will see you guys later.